The River Liffey, it's probably one of the most important rivers in the country to Uisce Éireann. It supplies drinking water to approximately 2 million people in the greater Dublin area. Today, we will take roughly 600 megalitres of water from the River Liffey to service the needs of the greater Dublin area. Even though it's 132 kilometres long, it's by catchment size, it's only the 19th largest river in Ireland. And we take 5 times more water from the River Liffey than we take from any other water source in the country. When Uisce Éireann was incorporated a little over 10 years ago now at this stage, we inherited a leakage rate of in excess of 40% across the country nationally. And we embarked on a sustained programme of capital investment to drive that leakage down over the last number of years. We're currently sitting at about 36-37% nationally and in or around 32% in the greater Dublin area. But we have ambitious targets as a utility to get to 20% in the greater Dublin area and 25% nationally by 2030. So we're currently on the lookout and constantly on the lookout for any new technologies that may help us with this war on leakage and use any tools we can in our chests, in our armoury to get there. So we don't want to take any more water from the Liffey than we have to take. We have been horizon scanning over the last couple of years to try and find tools and other technologies to help us. We embarked on a good bit of collaboration, investigation, and we finally got to a point just towards the end of last year we were able to execute a tripartite agreement between ourselves, Microsoft and Aganova to start a replenishment project in the greater Dublin area. So across the greater Dublin area, Uisce Éireann have approximately 10,000 kilometres of water mains and 2,500 of those are trunk mains.
Aganova in this Dublin project is focused exclusively on large diameter pipes. Aganova is an expert in assessing the condition of such big pipes, and that was challenging in the past from the technology standpoint.
When we explored the opportunity a bit further with Suez and Aganova came on board as one of the partners in the collaboration, I was actually quite happy to hear that it was the Nautilus technology that was being proposed because we had experience of that ourselves.
The Aganova approach is unique because we are not only focusing on leak detection, but we are also focusing on condition assessment of the pipe. In water, with distribution, there are two assets. One is the water, the other one is the pipe. We take care of both of them.
We procured it back in 2018, 2019 to do some trunk main service ourselves, independent of any collaboration projects. And we had quite a positive experience with the acoustic sensor. And the fact that we can deploy it at locations like air valves, and the fact that it flows midstream in the pipe, and the fact that it gives us a pretty robust and verifiable, I suppose, locations where the leaks are. I'm really looking forward to the completion of this collaboration project with Microsoft and Aganova. I think it's a really exciting step forward in tackling leakage, and we can't do it on our own in Uisce Éireann.
Aganova has been observing an increment in the need for this type of solutions globally. Right now we are getting a lot of traction in Europe. I would say places like Italy, France, Spain, also Ireland. And also this is quite needed, this type of solutions in arid places like the Middle East.
We need people to use less water, and we need people to be conscious of what they can do to actually reduce their impact. I like what Microsoft are doing here, trying to become water positive by 2030 and doing what they can, doing something different, helping us find leaks, helping us reduce leakage. So if we can reduce the amount of water that's escaping from the network, it'll have a real impact on the river itself and making the river a more sustainable water source for the rest of the wider community.